What's up, everybody? LU, salute you frequently, almost on a daily, bro. I posted this picture actually when I was at the gym. Big Ron, I don't know if you're a reason or not, but his elbow, look at that. A lot of people noticed that lately, but this picture actually showcases what they were talking about, right? So I posted this. He's not the only bodybuilder who had this kind of prominent growth, abnormal growth for that matter, in the elbow region. Chris Dickerson, Mr. Olympia of the 80s, baby please, had similar issues in his left elbow. It was quite visible, quite prominent. Some people call it calcification of the elbow or ossification of the elbow. Ossification is a French word that comes from os. Os means a bone, actually. So an abnormal growth of the bone, and it can be combined also to what you call in English bursitis, right? So it has several basically causes, but all overall it is grinding. A lot of people try to speculate about some intake of GH or this that. It is not that, guys. It is grinding. Sometimes it is bone versus bone, so the result is abnormal growth of that bone structure. Sometimes it is the calcification of actually the tendon, right? And it will create that growth as well. So let me show you some other pictures right here. There, I posted this, so you guys can see it here at the elbow level. It can also happen at the ankle level. You see that this calcium built up, right? It will look like this, and then it might grow even larger. This one probably, in the case of Chris Dickerson, it is combined with bursitis, right? Bursitis, it will inflate it that way. Now, I personally started to have this. Granted, not that this grave, not this prominent, but listen, the main reason was exercising, and specifically in my case, skull crushers. Now, I posted this picture right here of Mr. Ivan Santopani, an IFBB pro. He used to be trained back in the day, like in 2006, 2007, by Dave Palumbo. I recall that video on MD magazine. He was seeing him doing some skull crushers with freaking 2 plates on each side, right? And he is known. They call him Ivan or Evan the Arms Santopani. This guy has one of the craziest triceps in the business, bro. And when he saw him doing that, he told him, bro, something like that, you can do that because you are still young, right? Thing is, bro, be my guest. If you're new in the game, you might get away with doing some heavy, let's say, skull crushers with extremely heavy weight. As a matter of fact, me, when I was young, I saw the Algerian champion. His name was Mustafa back then. He was doing skull crushers with freaking 2 plates. Bro, of course he was enhanced, but then again, his triceps were one of the marvelous I've ever seen until this day. It was an absolute sight to be seen. I used to call him the pillow. He had like freaking pillows on his triceps, bro. Granted, he was 28. I don't know if they lasted. Me, I was able to roll with skull crushers for years, bro. Years. And then all of a sudden, boom, bro. I used to do forced reps with skull crushers, meaning I was doing like 4 reps on my own, and my gym buddy was helping me with 2 or 3 others. I was going all out, man. Thing is, the joints are not made out of diamonds, bro. One day, they will call you out and you have repercussions. In my case, it was skull crushers. Don't get me wrong. I'm not calling them like the demon exercise. They're very good. The thing is, you need to be, they are sensitive in a sense. There are exercises who are more dangerous than the others, right? Let's see this guy right here. You guys remember this guy, Craig Titus? He had one of the craziest horseshoes ever. I made a video about him when I speak about those crazy triceps of the 90s. He has one of them. Look at him right now. He's in jail, right? Behind bars, probably 23 hours a day, meaning he's not even workout, because they suspected him of having a conspiracy to basically break the jail. He wanted to flee, supposedly. So he is locked up. Last time I checked, 23 hours a day. Does not even work out. He became all old, lost all his gains. But then again, the elbow growth is still there. What you have at pretty much is damage control, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is for life. There's some treatment with some ultrasound, which will basically destroy the calcium. But when you have bone versus bone, it's pretty much for life. And don't get me wrong, you have also the ulnar nerve. It is intertwined there. There is a big nerve, and that is, of course, the tendons. If these things get damaged, in a sense, inflammation after inflammation, it might create this, and you need to roll with it, right? And as you guys saw here, this is Chris Dickerson. When he was still competing, that elbow was crazy big, and you can see that basically, compared to his previous years, the arm size diminished. He was not able to go full force on the triceps, specifically on also the biceps, so they somehow diminish in size. And same goes with Big Ron. Big Ronnie, it started in his competitive years, and you can absolutely see, people notice, they draw a circle. His left triceps was pretty much gone compared to the old days, compared to 2003. It just melted, bro, right? And that's what's up. Personally, bro, I stopped doing skull crushers, and if I go back in time, I will never do them, man. Or at least I'll do them as a finisher with freaking lightweights. I do recall in 1996, the Battle of Mr. Olympia, Sean Ray, he was finishing with skull crushers, and he was doing them with, like, I don't know, like 45 pounds, and he was okay. And the guy never had an injury. On the other spectrum, you have guys like Dorian Yates and Ronnie Coleman. These guys were like balls to the walls. I mean, it started with Dorian Yates, and a lot of people continued in his venue, and most of them, they're almost crippled. Let's get right into it. I mean, Dorian had injury in his triceps, in his biceps, in his quadriceps, in his traps, and also in his forearm. Do the math. And he retired in 1997 because of injuries. He was not, okay, I got like 6 Sandow's, I'm gonna retire now. He had no choice. He competed injured several times. Same goes with Big Ron. Big Ronnie, when he was beaten by Jay Cutler, it was because of injuries. Remember that, guys? 2007? You guys recall, he tried to come back, but he was the shadow of himself, right? He has several operations, hip surgery, replacement, I don't know, freaking knee, elbow, everything, you know what I mean? So that's the price. You need to comprehend, right? And think about this. If you're a youngster starting to work out, do you think that the skull crusher is a natural exercise available in nature? Let's say you have a weight on top of you on nature. By default, will you do a skull crusher to remove it, or will you push it in a kind of a bench press way? You will do it in a bench press way because it is more efficient. You will recruit the chest, you will recruit the shoulders, and it will be mild on your joint, right? So think about it. But then again, I'm not demonizing the skull crushers. I think they are very good, but they need to be tackled properly because the angle can basically hurt you. Same goes with the knees, right? And one other thing, do not lock the movement. Even if you do chest bench press, do not lock it at the end, right? That's very hard on your joint. Same goes with the knees. When you do, let's say, the press, leg press, do not lock it hard at the top. That can be harmful for your joint. But that's what's up. This is a lesson, guys. You need to learn it. It happens not only to bodybuilders, but to a lot of sportmen. They have the tennis elbow, bursitis, as I said, calcification, and also ossification. And when you get this, unfortunately, for the rest of your life, there is no replacement. It is pretty much damage control. Right now, I can guarantee you, I am pain-free when it comes to my elbows. However, I'm doing different exercises. If I go back in time, I will do the same mild exercise. As an example, I do dips, regular dips. They're quite mild. They're natural, right? I do also bench dips, right? And I also do a variation of a bench close grip push, right? So that's what's up. Salute you wherever you are. God bless you all. Don't forget to like the video. I hope it was informative. If you have questions, also experiences by yourself, please share them in the comment section so the rest of us will read them and will all benefit from this. Again, like this video, guys. This is very informative, and have a nice one.